Change that. Okay, let's bring our microphone in a little bit so we can actually hear ourselves a little bit better. Awesome. Okay, just gonna drop that down. Let's go to here. Make sure this is going well. Go. Everything's on and ready. Okay, cool. All right, drop that down. Back in here. Give me just one moment here. Ba 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 ba. Be ready to start in just a moment. There we go. Okay. So, let's get back to the deck here real quick. And I'm going to show you guys what we're working with so far. So, we're playing 100 games of Gruul Zoo. So far, we're 30 games in, and this is where we are currently. We got 3 Burst Lightning, 3 Hard Claw, 4 Paw Patch, 2 Snakeskin, 3 Lightning Strike, 4 Baloth, 3 Keen-Eyed Curator, 3 Screaming Nemesis, 3 Surrock, 3 Scrap Shooters, 2 Axebane Ferox, and 3 Ouroboros. So that's where we're at right now. We're capping out at about 4 mana, so this is a little bit further away from aggro and a little bit closer to mid-range. So that's what we're playing right now. So after another 10 games, we're going to hop back in here and make some more edits based off of kind of how we're feeling with it. So let's go ahead and hop in, play some more games, and just freaking do it. Alright, standard ranked, Gruul, let's go. So far, the meta that I've been seeing has been a lot of life gain, a lot of Izzet, and a little bit of mono red and a little bit of mono black. So that's kind of been the meta that I've been coming across the last couple days. So let's see what happens today. So we got Thornspire Verge, Restless Ridgeline, Mountain. We got Hard Claw, Baloth, Surrock, and Orboroid. We'll keep. Best of luck. Alright, one opens with a Force into a Chocobo. Alright, well, let's go with the Thornspire Verge and play a Hard Claw. Now, depending on whether or not they get like the nuts here, they could end this game very quickly. Oh, this is a Golgari landfall deck. Was not expecting that. Okay, well, we're definitely not attacking now, that's for damn sure. So, I guess at this point we just play the Restless Ridgeline and pass the turn. That Demon Wall definitely stops us in our tracks. Innkeeper's Talent. Oh, +1 counter on the Demon Wall, now it can attack. That's pretty smart, I like it. Alright, let's go ahead and play, let's see, we're going to go with the second Restless Ridgeline. And we will attack for 1. Pop them. See if they choose to block. They did not, so perfect time to get a second counter there. Hit them again. Alright, let's see what happens. Also encounter on the Chocobo, summon Fenrir. Yeah, I think we might just be losing this one. They do have quite a bit going on over there. Yep, big damage, go to 8. Alright, well, let's go ahead and play Mountain, and gosh, even if we play Ouroboros, that really doesn't help us against the Demon Wall. Yeah, so I guess honestly, at this point, I think we're actually playing the Axebane Ferox. Simply just because our opponent doesn't have any way to deal with the Axebane, because they don't have anything to collect. So we're just gonna chill right there. No point attacking right now. Genova. So that's the reason they're playing Golgari. Interesting. Yeah, I think they may just have us. We'll see what they do. Begin a combat in your turn, but a number of +1/+1 counters equal to Genova's power and up to one other target creature. That creature becomes a mutant in addition to its other types. Okay. Alright, well, shoot. Wow, okay. So I have to block with both against the demon wall. So I guess we're going to just block here, kill that, and then block there. And take the damage from the demon wall. Alright, well, let's go mountain, and then... Oof, I guess we're gonna go... Man, this kind of sucks, actually. Yeah, I don't really have a solid way out of this, so we're gonna go to the next game. Yeah. That was just not a good situation. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Yeah, they kind of had everything they needed that game. Let's try again. Okay, we go first, and we're not keeping this hand. Send that back. Okay, that's a little bit better. We'll keep everything except... We'll keep everything except for the Keynote Curator. Alright. First land of the game will be the Stomping Ground. It'll come into play tapped. Got nothing to do turn one. Why would I get offended? You're literally my wife. Okay, second land of the game, we're going to play these Frenzied Baloth. We're going to attack for 3. Okay, play Mountain, or actually River Pirate Verge, so red, blue, and white, so some kind of Jeskai is what we're playing against here. Let's go play that, and attack for 3. And we'll just play a Scrap Shooter with no gift. Next turn, we get to play the Ouroboros. Yep, okay, that's gone. Alright, well, let's go ahead and play this Soulstone Sanctuary and play Ouroboros. +1 counters on the team. Attack for 4. Let's see if they can handle my Ouroboros. If they can, it'll still be okay because I can animate the land next turn. Okay, cool. Oh, that's even better. Axebane Ferox. Attack for 4. Punch him. And we'll play the Soulstone. So they're probably going to do what they can to deal with the Axebane Ferox this turn. And so next turn, we will have to activate the Soulstone Sanctuary and attack. There we go. Alright, play the Restless Ridgeline, animate the Soulstone Sanctuary, attack for 3. There we go. And provided they don't gain any life this next turn, we can end the game next turn. We'll see what they do. Alright, surveil a land away. Play stock up. Awesome. That means they are almost tapped out. Okay, so play Frenzy Baloth. GG. Yeah, that definitely worked. Haste creatures and direct damage. Gets the job done. Yeah, I can imagine this deck being a little bit of a punish against control decks. Because there's a lot of haste creatures, a lot of direct damage, and a lot of creatures that make it so my stuff can't get countered. Okay, Pona goes first. Got 3 lands, both of our colors. Burst Lightning, Frenzied Baloth, Scrap Shooter, and Axebane Ferox. That's pretty decent. I'm going to keep it. Okay. Turn 1, we're going to play the Stomping Ground tapped. We have no reason to play it untapped. Ah, Sunset Saboteur. Okay. Let's go ahead and play... We're going to play the Thornspire Verge for the double green. Get Frenzy Bealoth out there. Attack for 3. Would you like to block? They would. Okay. Yeah, they're going to trade. I'm going to take 2 to the face. Okay, no land played, nothing else going on. So let's go ahead and play the Scrap Shooter. Now, very important thing, I'm not playing the Screaming Nemesis this turn because I'm anticipating them having a removal spell. Boom, called it. So next turn, we'll have 4 mana. We're going to play the Screaming Nemesis and the the Burst Lightning in case they have another removal spell. And knowing black, they probably do. Alright, cool. So we're going to Burst Lightning them. We're going to target the Screaming Nemesis, so that 2 damage goes to their face. And now the creature goes away. I'm okay with that. Being able to shut them off from life gain is very important. Alright, another Sunset Saboteur. Ooh, I like that. Let's go ahead and play the Paw Patch Recruit with Offspring. See what they do. Okay, what's that? That is Soulstone Sanctuary. Okay. And an Unstoppable Slasher. Cool. Alright, well, let's go here. And then we're going to go Axebane Ferox. And then... I could attack with the Axebane Ferox, but that'd be kind of silly. So we're going to go no attacks. Probably looking for a removal spell for the Axebane. Yeah, there it is. Alright, well, +1 counter there. And another +1 counter there. Oh, they didn't do anything. How interesting. Alright, play the Soulstone Sanctuary, play the Hired Claw. Okay. No attacks, end turn. We'll just wait. They're playing a lot of spot removal, so if they keep trying to play spot removal, my paw patches will keep getting bigger. Alright, let's go ahead and animate the Soulstone Sanctuary. And then we will block there. Yeah. Ooh, Stomping Ground. Well, let's play that. It's going to come to play tapped. No reason to do anything else with it. So, let's see here. Do we attack? That's a good question. No, I don't think we do. No, I think we just chill for a moment. We're kind of at a stalemate at the moment. Right, let's go +1 there, and +1 there. Yep, that's going to come in. We are not going to block. And take a bunch of damage. Another one. We're not really getting anywhere this game. Let's just move on to the next game. That's one of the things about playing Gruul is you kind of have to beat ass fast. If you get into a situation like that where you're in top deck mode and you're just not drawing anything good, the game's just not going to go good. So you might as well just move on to the next game. That's kind of like aggro in general, though. I like to stream every now and then. It can be fun. Like, if I have the time to do it. Okay, so we get to go first. That's a bad hand. We're going to send that back. That's a lot better. We're going to keep that. 3 lands. We'll keep everything but the Snakeskin Veil. Because we're going to be tapping out most of our turns for this hand. Keep that. Okay, send the Snakeskin Veil back. Keep everything else. You get to go first, which is awesome. So we'll go Mountain into Hired Claw. Okay, so they played Restless Vents. Reasonably tapped. Alright, let's go next. Attack for 1. That damage goes through, so we get to activate this ability. Get a +1 counter, hit for 3 total. Okay, Mountain. Removal spell? Nope, a Gastal Thrillseeker. When this creature enters, deals 1 damage to target opponent, you gain 1 life. Okay, that's cool. Thornspire Verge. Let's go Pop Match Recruit ×2. Okay, and then we'll attack for 2. Block it. So probably should have just attacked first, then played the creatures. No big deal. So is this a Rakdos Lizards deck? Maybe. You don't typically see Gastal Thrillseeker unless it's a Lizards tribal deck. Swinging in. Yeah, no blocks. I'll take that damage. Ow. Anything else? Flame Cash Gecko. Okay. It's going to generate 2 mana. Ishino Pyromancer. Okay. When it enters, deals 2 damage to target player or planeswalker. Yep, they are definitely a lizard tribal deck. Just a very weird one, though. Alright, Fabled Passage. Alright, let's go with the Soulstone Sanctuary, and now's a great time to play Ouroboros. Okay. Alright, team's here. We're going to swing in. Alright, they're going to crack that Fabled Passage. Go get a land. Alright, block there. Alright, go to 9. Surprised they didn't block with the other Flame Cash Gecko. Okay, Mountain, or... yeah, Mountain. What else you got? Get the Sheriff. Okay, well, let's get a +1 count on the Hired Claw. Ouroboros is gone. You know, I'm seeing a lot of people playing Shoot the Sheriff. Maybe now might be a good time to be running Outlaws. Okay, attack for 2. You get it. Alright, well, let's play the Screaming Nemesis. Alright. Next. Attack, attack. Just like that. Scales of Shale. What's that do? Death Touch, Haste, Life Link, Indestructible. Okay, that's pretty cool. Let's play another lizard then. I was not expecting that. Affinity for lizards, target creature gets +2/+0, gains a life link, indestructible until end of turn. That's pretty cool. You smoked 1 pack between Friday. Hey, I would consider that progress, honestly, honey. So good on you. Discard a card, draw a card. And they're trying to dig for something. Question is, do they find what they need? Okay, they played another Restless Fence into a Vicino Pyromancer. Alright, take that damage. You want to attack? They don't. Alright, so I'm going to Lightning Strike the Gastal. And then we're going to swing in with everything else. See how they choose to block. Okay, block there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, opponent goes to 3. Let's finish the game. GG. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. Let's keep that win streak going, huh? I gotta say, so far, out of all the cards that we've added to the deck, the Ouroboros is probably the best card that we've added. It gives the deck a way to find inevitability. Alright, we'll keep this. It's a decent hand. Alright, turn 1. Open with a Paw Patch Recruit. No offspring. Okay, Mountain into Snarling Gorehound. Cool. Alright, let's go. Turn 2 into Frenzied Baloth. And attack for 5. Okay, they take the damage. We have a Snarling Gorehound. Greedy Freebooter. What is their game plan? Surveil? No, they didn't take anything off the top of their library. So that tells me that they like what they saw. Oh, they're gonna Embrace Oblivion, huh? Okay. Get a +1 counter on the Paw Patch. Creature goes bye-bye. Attack with the Gorehound, maybe? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, let's go with Thornspire Verge. And then we're going to go Paw Patch Recruit ×2. Make their spot removal even more useless. Okay, Swamp. Infestation Sage, huh? Okay. I get to Surveil again. Swamp goes into the graveyard. Typically, you don't see a Snarling Gorehound in a mono black deck. Oh, there's Sephiroth. Okay. Yep. Do your things, get your triggers. Very cool. Okay, well, let's go ahead and play this Soulstone Sanctuary. I'm going to play the Keen-Eyed Curator. Let's see here. What's in the graveyard there? 1, 2, 3 different card types. So we're just going to chill, I think. Yeah, we're going to wait. No attacks this turn. that burst lightning mana available. Aha. Just get rid of that right now. Trajectory, huh? Okay. Let's get a +1 there, and a +1 there, and +1 there. Solve all. Solve. Pass. I know you're not attacking this turn. Well, maybe with the flyer. Alright, end of turn. Let's go ahead and gobble up that sorcery. Oh, perfect. Orboroid. Let a Thornspire Verge. Team gets bigger. Swing in. End turn. They said good game to me. Was that for themselves? Or for me? Solve all? Yeah, that goes away. Resolve. That's trigger number 2. It has to do it 5 times, right? Oh, 4 times, okay. Oh, well, let's get a +1 there. And a +1 there. Resolve all. That goes away. Alright, sacrifice that. It's the 4th trigger. Comes a 5/5. And now you just lose the game. Because my boys are going to get immeasurably large. GG. They got the transform, but they still lost the game. Interesting. Typically, you don't see a mono-black Sephiroth deck. Usually those decks are white and black. Call an ambulance, but not for me. Someone recommended is cigarettes. Deal with this. Oh, yeah. Alan really likes black and mounts. Yeah, that worked out pretty well. Alright, let's play another. Call an ambulance, but not for me. Absolutely. Snap Flapper, huh? Alright, Mr. Snappy Flappy. Let's see what you got. Opponent goes first. I think we're gonna mulligan this one. It's not a very decent hand. Okay, that's a lot better. Keep all of that, except for the Axebane Ferox. We can play everything else. Okay, so we got an Izzet deck. Alright, we're going to open with a Thornspire and play a Hired Claw. Alright, there's the blue land. Gonna do Profts, of course. +1 on the Marauding Mako. Deck 2. No blocks. Alright, turn 2, play the Forest. Get the Frenzied Baloth out. Attack for 3, 4, 5. There we go. Alright. Tursa Light Shatter, huh? Okay. That Profts is going to apply a lot of +1 counters. It's going to make things a little difficult for me. Yep. Attacking for 9 now. This game might be over before it's begin. Alright, let's go and play Mountain. We're going to play Scrap Shooter. We're going to gift the card. It's going to come in, destroy the Profts, and then we will attack. Alright, end turn. And do me a favor and don't let your guys get any bigger. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Possibly. Yeah, if we block the scrap shooter against one of their creatures just to survive the turn, then we could potentially, if we draw another red mana source, we could potentially Screaming Nemesis into Burst Lightning to still win next turn. But we would need to draw a land in order to do that. Snap Flapper is my new nickname. Oh my god. Alright, let's block and kill that. Okay, yeah, he's gonna cycle that. I kind of figured. Alright, now that's gonna be our only way out, is getting another land. And also they need to not kill my creatures. Okay, yeah, they kill my creatures, this is done. Next game. Yeah, that was literally our only out next turn. And it didn't even matter because we didn't draw the land we needed. Next game. But as you see, a lot of our matchups end up being against Izzet. Izzet is very, very prevalent right now. I imagine a lot of people are just trying to get their games in with it before the deck gets banned. Okay, opponent goes first. 3 lands, Burst Lightning, Hired Claw, Nemesis, and Keen-Eyed Curator. Yeah, I'll keep it. Keep the 7. Alright, got a swamp. Into a Duress. Okay, that means you get a Burst Lightning. Congratulations. Let's go Mountain into Hired Claw. Oh, shoot. I did that wrong. I probably should have played the Stomping Ground instead, so that I would have access to double green next turn. Deep Cavern Bat. Not that it would really matter. Do they take the Nemesis or the Curator? That's the question. Okay, they took the Nemesis. Alright, well, let's go ahead and play the Stomping Ground. Actually, we're going to play the Restless Ridgeline. Comes in tapped. Attack for 1 and 2. There we go. Get some damage going. Alright, third Swamp. Unholy Annex. Okay, we're going to draw some cards and lose some life. Alright, let's go Forest. We're going to go Surrock. Attack for 2. I like Surrock because whenever they target my creatures with removal, it allows me to draw cards. Oh, there's the Bloodletter. Okay. So that's going to make things a little more difficult, because now all their damage is doubled. Okay, perfect. So let's go Forest. Then we're going to go next and attack with Surrock. See if they choose to block. They probably won't. Okay, they go to 14. Then we're going to get Scrap Shooter. We're going to give them a card to get rid of their Annex. Alright, your turn. Unfortunately, we did give them a card to make that happen, so they'll probably have another Annex to drop this turn. Well, if they drew into it, of course. Ooh, Enduring Tenacity. That's nasty. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. Okay, let's play Stomping Ground. Comes into play tapped. And then we're going to say next, attack. See how you choose to block. If at all. Would be really great if I could draw some removal. That'd be awesome. Okay, block there. Perfect. Go to 10. Both those creatures die. So I'm going to play the Frenzied Bailiff and the Keen-Eyed Curator. Oh shoot, we can't. Shucks. Alright, well, in that case, let's go ahead and get a +1 counter right there. Didn't quite have enough green mana. Alright, well, there's the second annex. Had a feeling that was coming. Strategic Betrayal. Alright, well, get rid of the Hired Claw. The least important of my creatures. Alright, lose a bunch of life. Lose more life. Lose more life. Lose more life. GG. Yeah. Yeah, that's that. Yeah, that was a pretty good setup for them. Alright, so I'm going to take a moment here to see where we are in our games. If we're at 40 games played, then it might be time to make some changes. So let's see here. Hit a refresh. See how we're doing. Okay, so 19 and 18, that is only 37 games, so we have to play 3 more games before we start making some more changes. So let's get to it. Actually, yeah, that's right. So let's get 3 more games in. Our goal is to play 100 total games with this deck and evolve the deck at every 20 games played, win or lose. Captain Doidao. Alright. Okay, we get to go first. That's awesome. We have a turn 1 play. That's even better. We'll keep it. Play the forest first into Paw Patch. Alright, pass turn. Okay, they play Mountain. Play Burst Lightning onto Paw Patch Recruit, maybe? Nope, he's hovering my creature. Yep, there it is. Burst Lightning. It's almost like I know what these decks do. Alright, let's see. Well, nothing to play turn 2, so I'm going to play the Restless Ridgeline. Alright, Mountain into Gitu Lava Runner. What does that do? As long as there are 2 or more instant and or sorcery cards in your graveyard, this creature gets +1/+0 and haste. Okay. Well, Thornspire Verge into Sirach. So I'm anticipating a Lightning Strike. Oh, no, that'll do too. Alright, well, we'll draw a card off of that at least. Cool. Oro. We'll keep it. Gotta run out of removal sooner or later. Okay. Sure. Alright, let's go Soulstone into Ouroboros. It's going to come in as a 1/3 and then become a 2/4. And if you could kindly do me a favor and stop removing my creatures, that would be great. Okay, he's only attacking with that because he's going to give it the +1 counter. Okay, go to blocks, block it. Show me another burn spell. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's totally fine. Alright, let's go Mountain, and we're going to play Ouroboros, keeping 1 green mana available for the Snakeskin Veil. So this time, if they try to do it again, we'll just use Snakeskin Veil on a creature. Okay. Resolve. Alright. Let's get the +1. So we'll go pass. We're gonna go block here. See if they do anything. There's the Burst Lightning, and here's the Snakeskin Veil. And a Gitu Lava Runner. Perfect. Alright, well, let's go ahead and play the Thornspire Verge. And I'm going to keep my mana available because I want to be able to activate the Soulstone as a blocker, if possible. And also have mana available for Lightning Strike. Okay. Going to activate that, get a +1. I assume they're going to start coming my way. Oh, no? Okay. Well, if that's the case, we're going to activate the Soulstone. And also, blast that for 3. And start turning the tables my way. Activate the Restless. Go to combat. Our boy puts counters on our boys. And we're going to attack like so. GG. I wonder if he realized that I didn't even attack with the Ouroborid. Manland's getting there, huh? Alright, let's play another. Yeah, the Ouroborid gives us such an advantage if it just sits on the table for one turn. Kaldazar. Alright, Kaldazar. Alright, we get to go first. That's awesome. So we have Paw Patch, into Frenzied, into Screaming Nemesis. I think I'm going to keep it. Let's go Forest into Paw Patch. Pass the turn. That was a lot of burn we had to fight through last game. That was a little intense. Alright, well, here we go. Play that. Attack for 2. Your turn. Unfortunately, we didn't get the double green on turn 2. That would have been a lot better. Surveil 1, you got it. Hey, getting rid of a kill spell, huh? Alright, my turn. Let's go Soulstone Sanctuary. And I want to wait to play the Screaming Nemesis, so we're just going to play the Frenzied Baloth right now. Put him to 13. Hey Stella, how you doing? We are still grinding through games for our Gruul Zoo deck. Okay, let's go ahead and hit the next button. And we're going to go to combat and see what they do. They go to 8. And I'm going to wait because I have a feeling they're going to hit me with some form of a board wipe next turn. And want to keep my options available. You don't really need to apply too much pressure against a deck like this. Alright, my turn. Oh sweet, burn spell. Swing. Show me what you got. Yes, get lost. Alright, get a +1 counter there. Put a Snakeskin Veil there. Resolve. Alright, swing in. Awesome. Kill. Kill. Very nice. This deck is actually really good against control, I'm finding. I'm doing my tax. Lost the will to live? Would rather be playing a million games of Gruul. Yeah, well, sorry to hear you're having tax woes. Playing Gruul definitely would be better than dealing with having to do your taxes. We're gonna do one more game. This should be game number 40 that we're playing in right now. Okay, we are up against some kind of tree guy. Okay, opponent goes first, and this is not a very keepable hand, so we're gonna mulligan that away. That's a little bit better. We'll keep this. We'll send the Soulstone Sanctuary back. Keep the rest. Okay, opponent plays a Stomping Ground into a Llanowar Elves. I'm going to play a Forest into a Paw Patch Recruit. See if they power it at turn 3, play on turn 2. They do, it's a Chocobo. That's fine, I can blast it. So let's go Stomping Ground. We're going to pay 2 life to get into play. We're going to go Paw Patch Recruit. And go Burst Lightning on the bird. Always bolt the bird. Attack for 2. Alright, Mountain into... Looks like they're passing combat and not doing anything. Alright, let's go Restless Ridgeline into Frenzied Baloth. Attack. See what you react with. And Overprotect. Okay, that's pretty good. Block the Baloth. Take 4. Interesting choice on Overprotect. That's usually a sideboard card. Alright, well, let's go Paw Patch Recruit times 2. Do you like my rabbits? Swing in. Alright, they take the 2, 4, go to 8. Ice Till Explorer, okay. Play Fetchland, maybe? Yeah, there you go. Fabled Passage. Ooh, Tifa in the graveyard, huh? Alright, well, let's get swinging. Okay, I'm going to block there. So I'm going to Lightning Strike it. Alright. Get them knocked down. Deal the damage. Put them to 2. Tosses Chocobo. Okay. You got a Chocobro. Cracking the Fabled Passage. He'll get a land. Probably Forest. Hey. Do a Spring Bloom Druid. Ooh, sacrifice a land to go get 2 more. Sacrifice the forest. Go get 2 more lands. Get 2 more landfall triggers. Okay. Awesome. Let's go here. We're going to play the Axebane Ferox. We're going to get to swinging. Rock always kills me. Yeah, he's pretty cool. He's got the googly eyes. Alright, block there. He blocks there. Probably block the Axebane with the Saz's Chocobo. Oh, no, he's thinking things. Oh, okay, he's gonna double block there. What are you doing, dude? The Saz's Chocobo should block a Trampler. There you go. That's gotta block that. Perfect. That blocks there. And you do still take 2 damage, because the Paw Patch is going to trample over. Pretty much no matter how you block here, you're gonna die. Unless you have a way to deal with that other unblocked creature. Overprotect? Okay, alright, that does save you. Excellent, you go to 1. It's very close to Terra Music. I noticed that too. Now let's go and play the Stomping Ground. Restless Ridgeline requires 4 to activate. Yeah, so let's pay 2 life to put this into play. Then we're going to activate the Restless Ridgeline. Now we're going to attack. We're going to do +2 there. Just to make it more difficult for you to block. There you go. GG. That was a weird version of Landfall. I haven't seen something like that yet. Oh, and just like that, we rank up into Platinum. Nice. Okay, give me just a moment. I am going to go get a drink, and I'll be right back. And when I get back, we're going to make some edits to our Gruul deck. Okay, I am back. So before we make any edits, I want to do a quick double check on how the deck is doing. So that was our 40th game. And at 40 games, we are looking at a 22 wins and 18 losses. So that's a win rate of 55%. So that's actually pretty awesome. So that's still a positive win rate. But now that we have gone 40 games in, we can kind of figure out where our deck is sitting and the kind of things we want to change. What we got here? I was wondering, Nurse Drunk's signature drink is usually Diet Dr. Pepper with Tito's vodka. Well, she knows because she's my wife, and yes, that was actually the drink that I just now went to go mix. Yes, the strawberries and cream Diet Dr. Pepper with Tito's is fantastic. Love it. Okay, so first thing we need to do is we need to address the mana base. So I'm getting really tired of drawing into mountains. So we're going to ditch the mountains. I'm going to ditch... Actually, yeah, we're going to ditch one of the Soulstone Sanctuaries. Because honestly, the real problem here is not being able to cast our double green creatures on turn 2. That's starting to bug me quite a bit. So I'm going to take a suggestion that Stella told me yesterday about Starting Town. So let's look that up real quick. Okay, Starting Town. It's a rare from Final Fantasy. This land enters tapped unless it's your first, second, or third turn of the game. So it's a fast land, that's awesome, and it taps for colorless, or you can tap it and pay a life to add 1 mana of any color. So we're going to try that out. Doot, 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 doot. There you go, 4 of those. So we can use that in the first few turns of our game to basically act as a City of Brass. Now, that's 4 of those. That's more green. So now, every land in the deck, with the exception of Soulstone Sanctuary, can tap for green. So, perfect. Not a stock. I've just been with him for a decade and a half. Yeah, you've definitely been around for a while, buddy. Okay, so now that we have the mana base a little bit better situated, let's look at our lands. We are looking at 24 lands exactly, which is perfect for a deck that tops out at about 4 mana. So another thing I want to address is the Axebane Ferox is decent, but I really don't think it's quite good enough. I kind of want to remove these, and I want to remove 1 copy of Surrak, and I want to add back in this little guy. Where's he at? The Valley Mightcaller. I really enjoy the Valley Mightcaller a lot. So I think he's actually good enough to come back into the deck. He was really helping us out in those first games. So we're going to play 4 of those. And we're going to have to drop 1 more card. Let's drop the Frenzied Baloth down to a 3 of. Okay, so that's Valley Mightcaller, Pawpatch Recruit, and Hired Claw. That's all turn 1 plays. Awesome. So turn 2, we're looking at 3 Frenzied Baloth and 3 Keen-Eyed Curator, 3 Scrap Shooter on 3, 2 Surraks, 3 Screaming Nemesis, and 3 Ouroboros to cap us out at the top of the curve of 4. So I think this might be a little bit better and can help us get some more wins as we get closer to 100 wins with this deck. Or 100 games played, I mean. So, that being said, we do have some reach with Burst Lightning and Lightning Strike. We got Screaming Nemesis, which can deal some damage. We got Ouroboros, which is going to give us Inevitability. Surrak and Frenzied Baloth for uncounterable. We got Scrap Shooter to deal with pesky enchantments. Keen-Eyed Curator to deal with pesky graveyards. Snakeskin Veil protects our creatures. Pawpatch Recruit to give us +1 counters whenever our stuff gets targeted. Surrak gives us card draw when things get targeted. Valley Mightcaller gets bigger whenever we play almost any of our other creatures. So the Valley Mightcaller gets bigger whenever you play a frog, rabbit, raccoon, or squirrel. So that counts the Pawpatch Recruits, it counts the Keen-Eyed Curators, and it counts the Scrap Shooters. So, actually, now I'm thinking about that, it doesn't like encompass every creature in the deck. So let's do this. Let's go down to 3 Valley Mightcaller and go back up to 3 on this Surrak. Yeah, let's try that. Alright, so I think that's what we're going to go with. Let's see how this does. Here we go, games 41 to 60. Seen a lot of people using this avatar. Alright, we get to go first. We have Thornspire Verge, Stomping Ground, and Soulstone Sanctuary. We have Pawpatch Recruit, Frenzied Baloth, and Scrap Shooter. That's a decent curve. We'll keep it. So I'm thinking we'll do Stomping Ground first, pay the 2 life to make sure it comes to play untapped. Then we'll play the Pawpatch Recruit. No Offspring. Pass the turn. Yeah, well, we got together in 2011, and we're going into 2026, so next year will be 15 years exactly. It is pretty wild. Alright, let's play that. We're going to go with the Frenzied Baloth, and attack for 5. Flourishing Bloomkin, huh? Alright. Let's go Soulstone Sanctuary. Plant elemental. Let's kill this before it gets any bigger. We'll play another pop patch. And just win the game too. That works. One moment. Okay. Being a menace, little lady. Can't just go into the room and bark at things. Oh, we get a card. Clash of the Econs. 1 green, choose 1 or more. Target creature you control fights target creature an opponent controls. Remove a lore counter from target saga you control. Or put a lore counter on target saga you control. Interesting. I like options. There's a lot of options there. Hey, hey, hey. Don't tuck your snoot under my hand. I need that hand for mousing. That's right. Yeah, we will be married for 6 years. Funny how time flies, right? Okay, our opponent today is Boldly in the Fire. We go first. We have 3 lands. We have a Hardclaw, Popatch Recruit, Surrock, and Orboroid. That's a great curve. I'll keep it. Alright, turn 1, we're going to go Forest into Popatch Recruit. Play the Popatch. Okay, play Forest into Lenore Elves. Alright, well, unfortunately, did not draw a red source. Attack for 2. Oh, they chose not to block. Interesting. Alright, double green. So this is a mono green deck. Ordeal of Nalia. Alright, well, let's deal with that now before it gets any bigger. There we go. Alright, play that. Attack for 2. Now, I would have loved to play like Surrock or Screaming Nemesis that turn, but that was going to get a little nasty. Alright, well, now we're at 3. Let's go ahead and play... I'm going to play the Screaming Nemesis. Attack for 3. Do they take the 3 or block? They took the 3. Alright, Bristly Bill gets bigger. Oh, Mossborn Hydra. I had a feeling it was that deck. Okay, let's play that. Go the Surrock. So now's the time when we don't attack with the Screaming Nemesis, because they're very likely going to make that Mossborn Hydra friggin' huge next turn. So we're just going to chill for now. And next turn we can play an Orboroid. Yep, Snakeskin Veil, make it bigger. As I expected. Alright. Make them bigger, make them bigger. 12, okay. Yeah. Block there. Deal 3, huh? So we're going to deal that 3 to your face. Okay. So they're at 10. It's a 6-6. Got 4, 5, 6. Next game. We're not going to beat that. Because they'll play another fetch land next turn, make it a 36. There's no way we can do anything with that. I would advise my friends to date for a long time, although maybe not as long as... Yeah, we did go for quite a while. But hey, we're still going strong, so I can't really find too much fault in that. I would say it's always advisable to feel out your partners before you choose to live with them forever. There's a lot of stories of people going out there and rushing into a relationship and then just getting completely sidelined when they reveal their true power level. And keep 7. Okay, let's see here. Do you want the Hired Claw first or the Valley Might Caller first? I think we want the Hired Claw first. So Thornspire Verge, Hired Claw. Collector's Cache. Okay, so this is probably going to be a Reanimator deck of some kind. Let's go Forest. It's going to activate Thornspire Verge. So now we're going to play the Frenzied Baloth. Attack for 5. Okay, play another Swamp. What do they do? Nothing. Okay, well, let's play the starting town. It needs to be able to come into play untapped. Let's see here. We're gonna go with the Valley Might Caller. Keep mana available for the Snakeskin Veil. We're gonna attack. Now we're not going to activate the Hired Claw's ability because I want to keep that mana available for Snakeskin Veil. Alright, we're gonna draw 2, or draw 1, discard 1, and it is Arden. Okay, that's gonna suck because next turn they're gonna play another land, play a Reanimator spell, and get Arden back. So that's going to be difficult for us. And with us not having our Graveyard Raccoon out, it's going to make things very difficult for us. But let's see what they do. Alright, 4th land, plus the treasure means they have access to 5 mana. They didn't do anything. Alright, well, let's go ahead and play this Forest. Then we're going to play Screaming Nemesis. We're going to attack. Okay, resolve. Draw a card. They're probably trying to draw into some removal. See it? Okay. Let's go ahead and Snakeskin Veil. Okay. And now we attack. GG. Snakeskin Veil is too good. 1 mana to get +1 and fizzle any spell your opponent throws at you. It's pretty good. It's a green counter spell. Let's go again. People who marry in under a year always stress me out. Well, those are always the stories you hear about on like Reddit, in like the Am I the A-hole subreddit, or any other like story-based Reddit, where you're gonna find out like that people just rushed in and then they found out that they weren't a right match. It's very unfortunate. I'll keep that. Looks like a good hand. Mountain into Detail Operator. Okay, so it's another mono red deck. Let's play the starting town. We're gonna play the Valley Might Caller. Okay. Second land. Burn spell into attack with the G2 Operator. Yep, there's the Burst Lightning. And swing. Okay, well, let's go with the Stomping Ground. We're going to pay the 2 life to get into play and play a Keen-Eyed Curator. Third Mountain into Screaming Nemesis, maybe? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I'll block that. No problem. Deal 3 to me. There you go. Alright, let's see here. We got Restless Ridgeline. and Soulstone. I think we have to play the Restless Rejoin this turn and play Hired Claw. Four cards, 3 mountains. Oh, what's he doing? Is he plotting something? Okay. Well, now we know to keep mana available for a Lightning Strike. Alright, well, let's go ahead and play the Soulstone. And we'll go ahead and attack for 2. Block? Okay, sure. Let's get that +1. Keep that Lightning Strike mana available. Because they'll likely drop the bird this next turn and then start swinging at me. There's nothing a person can do to you that marriage will make better. In fact, usually it'll make it worse, messier, more hectic, expensive. Yeah, you know, figure out who your partner is before you get in there. Bolt wave. All right, big damage. Big damage. All right, well, let's go ahead and deal with the slick shot. Take 3 damage. All right, let's go ahead and bolt lightning that. We'll go ahead and play the Restless Ridgeline. Going to attack for 2, make it 3. Then we're going to play the Scrap Shooter. Go to 5. We are in the red, so they can definitely burn us out. But let's see if they draw into the burn that they need before we burn them out. Block that. Let's get a shock. So they'll hit us for 2 with the shock, because they don't want to just impulse draw that and let it go. Yep, got it. Oh, and there's the Bolt Wave. Yeah, GG. Sometimes you just have it. That's the thing about mono red. Sometimes it just gets there. Despite your best efforts, it will still just get there. There will always be a place in every meta for mono red. Okay, opponent goes first. We have 3 lands, a Lightning Strike, a Screaming Nemesis, Pot Patch, and Frenzied Baloth. I'll keep it. Okay, they open with a Starting Town, and play a Hired Claw. Alright, I will play a Stomping Ground, pay the 2 life to get into play, and play a Pot Patch Recruit. Seeing a lot of aggro on the ladder today. Mountain. Very pretty mountain. Look at that. Oh, what's that? That is another slick shot. So we're basically playing against the same deck we played against last turn. Or last game, I mean. No attacks. End turn. We need to keep that mana available for a Lightning Strike. Because they're going to drop that bird into play and they just unload on us. Oh, Inspiring Advantage. Okay, so this is a white-red deck. Alright, Slicky comes in. What are you going to do? Okay. Well, no blocks, obviously. Alright, take some damage. Wait, another Hired Claw? Alright. Well, let's get rid of that. Alright. My turn. Play the Thornspire Verge. Play Screaming Nemesis. Attack for 3. Punch him. I'm anticipating a Sheltered by Ghosts. No, it's a Lightning Strike. Alright, Screaming Nemesis is now a 4/4. And a Slick Shot. Okay. Surprised you didn't play the Slick Shot first. Yeah, we're taking a bunch of damage. Ow, ow, ow. Alright, well, let's go and play the Soulstone. We're going to play Lightning Strike. Get rid of that. And then we're going to play another Screaming Nemesis. And we're just going to not attack. Just going to chill out right here. Oh, Boros Charm. That sucks. Okay. Well, let's see here. Let's go ahead and play the Frenzied Baloth. Attack for 4. End turn. Okay, good. They did not draw another burn spell. That's awesome. Okay, my turn. Ooh, I like that. Okay. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's just go all in. Let's see what they do. Awesome. Alright, GG. Should have blocked. Hmm. Yeah, they should have blocked the Baloth at the very least. Hope it didn't ruin your illusion. Hush up if people perceiving you as single as... Oh, Jesus Christ. There should be no one either thinking about or worrying about if I have been single or not. Should I have been known to accept free drinks? Let's see. Okay, we got 3 lands, 2 Snakeskin Veils, a Surak, and an Orboroid. There's no 1 or 2 drops, so we have to mulligan this way. Okay, that's a little bit better. So we'll keep that. We're going to send the Restless Ridgeline back. There we go. Okay, turn 1, we're going to go Stomping Ground into play tapped. Is that a Goldbloom card back? Check that out. That is a classy card back. Alright, turn 2, let's go with the Frenzied Baloth. Attack. Alright, let's go with Starting Town. We're going to go Pop Patch Recruit ×2. Autopay. Attack for 3. Heaped Harvest, huh? Okay, they're gonna go get a land off of that. So they're ramping up to something. I wonder what. They do have an Ugin avatar, so they might be doing something silly. Okay, so they're island, so they are at the very least Simic. Let's see here. Let's go. We're gonna go Restless Ridgeline. Then we're gonna play Surak. We're gonna attack. Move to 8. What is your game plan, friend? You're at 5 mana now. I wonder if we're going to live long enough to see it. Play that. Cancel that. They're probably going to play Etherize or something like that this turn. So let's go next. Attack with those. I'm at the very least assuming they're going to play an Etherize. So we're just going to hit him with enough to be lethal. Spectral restitching. Okay. Well, let's just start plopping some counters around. Because why not? I mean, there's nothing else going on. Draw some cards now too. Thank you very much. Very cool. Alright, and they're going to return at the end of when? Return the exiled cards to the battlefield under the owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. Okay, so at the end step they're going to come back, so I'm going to play Keen-Eyed Curator. If I play Surok, it's the legend rule is going to trigger. Enter. Oh, Heaped Harvest. They get another land grab off of that. That's pretty cool. I like that. Good card. 0 risk, 100% reward. Oh, hey, you're not wrong. All right. Consult the star charts. This is an interesting deck. Too bad I didn't see more of it. I wanted to see more of what they were doing, but we kind of ran them over too fast. Alright, very cool. Let's go again. I'm kind of seeing that the edits that we made to make it a little bit faster have been paying off. Okay, 4 lands, both of our colors. Pawpatch, Surok, and Orboroid. Alright, played in a Plains. We got Thornspire Verge, Restless Ridgeline. We're going to play the Forest first, so we can get the Pawpatch out. Okay, double Plains. Into a Get Lost. Sure. Alright, let's play Starting Town and do nothing else, because we don't have a turn 2 play. Third land, Caretaker's Talent. Okay. Alright, let's go Thornspire Verge and play a Surok. I really like this version of Surok. It's a very good card. Overlord. Okay. Yep. Alright, let's go and play this Forest. We'll go and play this Orboroid. Attack. And you're going to block with both. Punch him. And hit you for 3. Now, if this is a full control deck, like I'm assuming, we might just kind of be boned. Because we still have 3 more lands in our hand, and only 1 creature. That's not too good. So let's play this. Auto pay it out. Play this. Play Keen-Eyed Curator. Now, if they have a board wipe this turn, then we're just completely out of this game. Let's see what they do. Caretaker's Talent, okay. Alright. Ooh, that's pretty good. Let's play the Restless Ridgeline. We'll go next. Attack. See what they do. Cast Get Lost. Alright, get a +1 there. And a +1 there. That's gone. Okay. And we'll play a Scrap Shooter. Offer them a gift. Blow that up. And then we're just going to start doing this. Start getting those lands off the top of our library. Alright, you're up. Let's see that board wipe. Exercise. Alright, +1 there. 2 cards left in hand. Okay. Play that, make some more boys. Draw a card. Draw a card. Alright, well, let's go ahead and activate the Restless Ridgeline. And play another Restless Ridgeline. And we're going to Burst Lightning that. Aw, you stupid Jagaff. It tapped the land. Alright, get the Burst Lightning there. Attack. Did not want to tap the land to cast that spell. I wanted to tap the other land. What a pain in the butt. Alright, makes a fish. Drawing cards. He's trying to draw into one of his board wipes. +1 counter there. Okay, we need to deal with this. Alright, so activate Restless Ridgeline. Let's play Forest. Let's activate one of these. Put it on there. Perfect. Okay. Let's do it again. There. Because it's the one that has trample. Okay, now we attack. +2 on there. Now you pretty much are dead. Because I got a Burst Lightning in hand. Yes. GG. Mathis for blockers. That was a little sketchy, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I could tell they were drawing as much as they could because they were trying to get to a board wipe of some kind. That was a little sketchy. What is the magic equivalent of Maynard disabling the stage rusher and singing into his ear? I would say it's probably Sunfall. Sunfall is a card that removes every creature that's on the board from the game, and then gives you a creature whose size is equal to the amount of creatures that you removed. So I'd say probably Sunfall. Alright, 3 lands, both of our colors. We got Burst Lightning, a Keen-Eyed Curator, Frenzy Bailiff, and Orboride. We will keep. We're going to play the Thornspire Verge first, so we have access to Burst Lightning. End turn. Polymerk Siege. Okay, what are you guys doing over there? What are you choosing? You choose Sultai. So Sultai is whenever a counter is put on a creature you control, draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn. Okay, cool. Alright, I'm just going to do this now, because my curve is a little weird. I'm not going to be able to cast that anytime soon. Let's go Forest. Let's go Frenzy Bailoff. And attack for 3. Okay, they play a Soulstone. Very cool. Terminus, okay. Anything else? Shoot the Sheriff. You got it, champ. Alright, let's go ahead and play the Stomping Ground. It's going to come into play tapped, because I'm just playing another Frenzied Baloth this turn. Okay, now we're just waiting to see what they're going to do. Scavenging Ooze. Good card. Okay, let's go Forest into Orboroid. Make them big, swing in, punk them. Alright, they go to 8. So if they scavenge, and they put a +1 counter on the Scavenging Ooze, they're going to draw a card from the Hallmark Sage. That's pretty cool. Oh, they're playing another one. Okay. And tapping out to do it, too. What does the Absent one do? Whenever you attack, put a +1 counter attack. Okay, okay. I'm liking what you're doing there. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's go Restless Ridgeline into Screaming Nemesis. And swing. Pop, pop. Yeah. While you're over there being cute, I'm just beating your face in. Alright, you got 2 cards left in hand. Ooh, an Orboroid of your own. I like it. Alright, +1 counter, draw a card. Okay, yeah, and that's it. They probably conceded because they knew that I had a manland that I could animate next turn. Very good. That was a fun game. Interesting deck he had. Playing that. Play. Let's go again. Yeah, I'd say iteration 3 of the deck is probably the best one so far. Cross the Wicked. Okay. Alright, Bona goes first. We have 3 lands. 4 lands, actually. Potpatch, Suruk, and Orboroid. Decent curve. We don't have a 2-drop, unfortunately, but maybe we can draw into one. I think we'll play the Forest first, so we can play the Potpatch. Oh, they mulliganed. And they played Inspiring Vantage, so they are Boros. Let's go Forest into Potpatch. Okay, got a Multiversal Passage. What the hell is that? Cheering Crowd. At the beginning of each player's first main phase, that player may put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. If they do, they add a colorless for each counter on it. Interesting. I will decline, because I don't have a way to deal with that right now. So let's go ahead and play the Thornspire Verge. Actually, no. We don't really have a something to play this turn. So let's play the Starting Town. Attack for 2. See if they block. They didn't. Kren. What does Kren do? Oh, okay, this is the Naya guy. He becomes a big spider. And Zach Fair. Okay, he's going all out. Owie. Alright, let's go and play. This time I actually will. Yeah, take action. I'm gonna go Thornspire Verge. I'm gonna play an Orboroid. And then, you know what? Yeah, we'll play the Valley Might Caller. And go next. Go to combat, we get a big boy. Alright, no attacks. That Cheering Crowd is doing work for him, because he only has 2 lands. Collector's Cage. Okay. Hideaway 5. Put a plus and plus encounter on target creature you control. Then, if you control 3 or more creatures with different powers, you may play the exiled card with a paint mana cost. Oh, that's 3 different powers. He can activate that right now if he wants to. Okay. What? Oh, it's another Collector's Cage. Okay. I guess that works. Do it again. Yep. Alright. This is not looking good for me. That cheering crowd is getting so out of hand. 3 Collector's Cages. And yeah, okay. GG. Yeah, we're out of there. That was way too intense. If I had some removal in that first turn, that would have been fantastic, and they would have never gone off in the way that they did. But we didn't have the removal. Okay. Opponent goes first. We have 3 lands, both of our colors. Hired Claw, Paw Patch Recruit, Frenzied Bailiff, and Surrock. I think I'll keep it. So we can do Hired Claw on 1. So pay 2 life, put that in. Hired Claw. The Frenzied Bailiff can come in on 2, and then we can Offspring the Paw Patch on turn 3. Okay. Let's go Forest into Frenzied Bailiff. And attack. What's that? Oh, you gonna get a 2/1 into play to block my creature? Okay, well, they trade, and you take 3 from the Bailiff. Saz's Chocobo, huh? Alright. Gonna make his boy bigger. Alright, now let's go ahead and play the Thornspire Verge, and play Paw Patch Recruit. Autopay. Get the Offspring going. Then we will attack with the Frenzied Bailiff. Back to the Fabled Passage, get another +1. No, just take the damage. Okay, Traveling Chocobo comes in. Triggers twice, okay. That's what I thought. No blocks. Let that come on in. Okay, let's play the Soulstone Sanctuary. And we're going to play a Surrock. And we're going to attack with those. Are you wanting to block? Okay. Cool. Take that damage. Alright, another +1 counter. Bartson Boko. What does that do? Affinity for birds. When Bartson Boko enters, each other bird you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature and opponent controls. Okay. So you're targeting a creature, so we're going to go target there. And target there. We draw a card. No blocks. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and lightning strike that. Then we'll play this forest. And we're going to attack for 5. I'm going to play the Valley Might Caller. Follow that up with the Keen-Eyed Curator. Get the +1 counter on the Valley Might Caller. Good thing about the Saz's Chocobo is it does not have trample. Oh, Bards and Bokos happening again. Alright. What are you targeting? That? Alright, so let's get a +1 there. Twice. Oh, they chose not to attack, huh? Alright, cool. So let's play the other Soulstone Sanctuary. We're going to animate this one. And now we're going to attack with everything. See how they choose to block. Block there. Block there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no, I don't have enough mana. I needed to do that right then because I had the creature. Now I don't have the creature. And now they're going to kill me because they have the Saz's Chocobo and the Manland that they can animate and swing in with. I just threw the game away. GG. Oh man, I'm dumb. That's fine. Live and learn. Yeah, that was all on me. I should have done it before combat damage got resolved. Yeah. But hey, that's why we're playing 100 games with this deck, so that we can learn these things. Okay, opponent goes first. 3 lands. Burst Lightning, Lightning Strike, Snakeskin, Valley Might Caller. I mean, I'm tempted, because it has a lot of interaction, but it only has 1 dude. And if our opponent is playing control of any kind, then this is not capable. So we're going to have to mulligan that. Okay, that's a little bit better. We'll keep that. Send back 1 of the 2 Thornspire Verges. Yeah, that was definitely mulligan. Alright, let's go. Stomping Ground first. Pay 2 life. Get the Pop Patch. Hidden Acropolis. That's the Discover land if they wanted to, if they sacrifice it. Okay, they're in Dimir. Kill my creature? Maybe. Yeah, they're gonna kill my creature. Oh, it's a Reanimator deck. This game might already be over. Yeah, let's play Restless Ridgeline. And play the Hard Claw. Ogava's Faithful. Okay. Well, at least that's something we can deal with. Play the Soulstone Sanctuary. And we're going to Burst Lightning that. Really can't let that survive the turn. Right, hit him again. Alright, well, that's game. Reanimator is still good. If you don't draw into your graveyard hate early enough, Reanimator can just win. That's fine, that hand wasn't even that good anyways. Okay, we go first. 3 lands. Burst Lightning, Keen-Eyed Curator, and 2 Beeliths. That's a little bit more capable. So let's see. We'll go with Stomping Ground turn 1. I will actually pay the 2 life because I have a Burst Lightning. And I want to be able to actually hit something if they play something. Okay, I was right. Good thing, too. Alright, next turn. Thornspire into Baloth. Swing in. And then next turn, we can double down on the Paw Patch Recruit, which will set us up very nicely for the next turn. Sure. Alright, well, let's go. Actually, let's go here. And then we'll go Paw Patch times 2. Okay. Screaming Nemesis, huh? Yeah, no blocks. We ain't blocking that. Come on now. Alright. We ain't blocking it, but we can race it. Let's go Baloth. Should 11. Okay, Burst Lightning. So we go +1 there, and +1 there. Do the 3. Stucker Frenzy. Alright. Get the +1s. Ow. Alright, cool. So let's go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not enough. But we can play the Orbital Raid. Attack for 5. There we go. Alright, we're still winning this race. For a Challenger, cool. Alright. We're going to take some damage, that's fine. And now we're going to animate the Soulstone Sanctuary and win the game. GG. Honestly, didn't even really need to do that. Their hand was empty. Okay, we're going to do one more, and then after that, I need to take a break to take my dogs outside. That'll be like a 5-minute break. So if you can handle 5 minutes of silence, I'll be back after that. Oh, are we lagging a little bit? Okay, what is the holdup here, guys? There we go. Okay, opponent goes first. 2 starting towns and a Restless Ridgeline. That is a really bad open, but we can make it work. Paw Patch Recruit, Snakeskin, Kino Curda, and Orborid. Cool. We are going to take some damage, for sure. But it's keepable. What's that? Leyline Axe, okay. Rhea Crest, okay, so we got a Boros equipment deck. Alright, play the starting town, play the Paw Patch. During your turn, Frey has flying. Tap red, spend this mana only to cast an equipment spell or activate an equip ability. Okay. Oh, chainsaw, huh? Well, that sucks. Alright, take the 1. Alright, let's go. We're here. Take 2 more damage. Ow. Planes into another chainsaw. That would be hilarious. Shelter by Ghosts. That is really bad. Because I can't deal with that ward cost right now. Unless I draw a burst lightning, then we can do it. No, we did not. We definitely did not. I think this game's over, man. We got a Voltron player over there. And now it has double strike? Oh my god. We are so dead. Yep. Do it again. Okay, if we do not draw a burst lightning next turn, this game is over. Oh, now they have a +1 counter, so now this game is really over. So yeah, there it is. GG, friend. Okay. So I need to take my boys outside, so I'll be back in about 5 minutes. Don't want them squeezing cheeks. There we go. Alright. And here, while we're gone, I'll put this up so you guys can see the deck. There you go. Alright. Boys, let's go. Everybody outside. Okay, we're back. Boys are all taken care of. Thank you very much for hanging out while I took care of my doggy business. So, let's take a quick look before we continue on at where we're sitting. Okay, so looks like we were at 29 and 24. So we've been winning more games recently, which is good. Our win rate is now at 55%. Pretty good. So that's 29 and 24. So that's actually, my math is absolutely terrible, and I don't want to give you guys incorrect information. So let's go to the calendar, or the calculator, I mean. So 29 and 24, that is 53 games. So we are 6 games away from getting to 60. So let's play 6 more games and figure out where we're standing then. All right, cool. All right, let's get to it. I wonder if there's a tool that can help me see what like the win rates are based off of like what I draw and what I play. Because I know that, like Hearthstone has a tool like that. I wonder if Magic has one too. Okay. Opponent goes first. We have a Stomping Ground and a Thornspire Verge, and a very well curving hand, so we're going to keep it. Okay, they play an island into a sleight of hand. Okay, that's cool. Alright, I'm going to go... Oh shit. Now they have the forest. I'll play the forest into Pop Patch Recruit. I was going to play the Stomping Ground. Double Island. Astrologian's Planisphere. Is this a mono blue deck? I kind of hope it is. Let's go Thornspire Verge and play Frenzied Baloth and get to swinging. You gonna block? Nah, he's not gonna block. Okay. Okay, so it is an Izzet deck. So this is just Izzet Cauldron. There's Vivi. Alright, that's fine. So let's lightning strike that right now before they get a chance to do anything. And then we're gonna play Forest and play Valley Mightcaller. And then attack. Still no block, so they go to 10. There's Soul Cauldron. Okay, so now they're going to absorb the Vivi and start actually doing something now. There we go. Plus one counter. So they're going to be able to add an additional 3 mana with the Vivi ability. Play Sleight of Hand. Oh, additional 4 mana. Here's hoping they don't have anything good. So we have an option next turn to either play Pop Patch Recruit with Offspring or play the Ouroborid. We might just play the Ouroborid. But let's see what they do this turn. Play Ral Crackling Wit. Alright. Ral is here. Make a 1/1 dude. Alright. Let's go play the Soulstone Sanctuary and play the Ouroborid. And then... So that's a 5/5. I can only block 1 though. Go face. Yep, block there. Alright, put them to 5. Let's see what they do. They could very potentially just completely blow me up this turn. Because this deck is capable of some wild turns.
Time to embrace the local.
So we'll see what they do. Play stock up.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Coming together.
Draw 2 of the best cards off the top of their deck, and then play whatever they want to, because they can add 6 mana with one of their creatures and 4 with the other. Let's see, 20 games with. Almost. We are about 6 games away from getting to game 60. And we are currently at about a 55% win rate.
Oh yeah. Coming together.
Yeah, do your thing. Have you used all the abilities yet? Use that. Use that. They still have that one to use. Alright, Storm Chasers.
Another.
Yeah, they're putting me into a position where I'm going to have to block with the Orboroid. Because their creatures are getting just too damn big. See, this is a great example of why this deck needs to get banned.
Back home, I'm called the Storm's Conduit.
Being able to generate this much free mana is just stupid, and a really great example of displaying the fact that they don't test their stuff before it goes to print. Here, I'm actually just going to concede right now because you're taking too long. And the amount of time you're taking in that turn, I could play an entire another game. So let's go again. Yeah, that's kind of the problem. And that's also a big design problem in Magic right now, is they're forcing out so many sets over the course of a year that there's no logical way that they can actually test properly all the cards that they're designing before the next set even comes out. Mulligan that. Okay, that's better. Send back one of their pop patches. But they are needing to ban more and more cards over a short amount of time, simply because they aren't testing their cards properly. And like every couple sets, they end up printing something that is just completely busted. And as a result, they're needing to ban more stuff. And it's like this weird cycle. It's like it's honestly just kind of disgusting. You want to attack? No, you just want to attack. That's fine. Let's see here. Let's play Starting Town and play the Keen-Eyed Curator. Actually, let's cancel that. Let's attack first. See what they do. Cool. Now we'll play the Keen-Eyed Curator. Yeah, that has definitely been something that we, the players, have been noticing, is that because they keep pushing out more and more sets, it's really just not possible to take the time necessary to test all the things that they're putting out. Switch line. Just gonna blow that up. And now we'll attack. And yeah, it is an absolute BS deck. I hate playing against it. Because if you don't have the removal to deal with the creatures in the moment, you're just toast. You give them one turn untapped with Vivi or a creature with Vivi counters on it, and you just game over. Okay, we got a mountain. Do you got a burn spell for my Surok? They do. Alright, we're gonna draw a card. That's why Suruk's in here. Sure. Oh, Ouroboros. We like that. Alright, take the damage. Okay, let's go and play the Soulstone Sanctuary. I'm actually going to play the Screaming Nemesis first, simply because they're just playing so much damage-based removal. We'll play the Ouroboros next turn. Oh, Sunspine Lynx, huh? Alright. Well, that's why it's here. Sunspine Lynx is such a good tech card. Yep. Come on in, champ. Okay, that's Elemental. It's not an artifact. So let's go ahead and play... Yeah, I'll play the Ouroboros. No attacks. We'll just wait for you to attack me. Although being on the back foot against a red deck is not great, because any damage they draw off the top can go straight to my face. Alright. First lightning, you get it. Okay. Alright, we're going to block there. The extra damage is going to go to the other creature, because I can't let that live. Alright. No planes, scrap shooter. Next, end turn. And end of their turn, we're going to animate the other land. Has to be exile and artifact removal. Yeah, I agree. There we go. Now let's go ahead and animate the Restless. And now we're going to swing hard. Give the +2 over here so that untaps. Punch him. Alright. End turn. That should be game. I don't think they can do 6 damage this turn. Yeah, that's what I thought. Mono red is still good. Sometimes it gets there, sometimes it doesn't. It's just not as good as it used to be. Okay. We are going to continue playing games until we get to 60 wins, or 60 games played. And once we get to 60, I think that might be it for the day. It is getting a little late. Opponent goes first. We have 2 lands. Burst Lightning, Lightning Strike, Screaming Nemesis, Paw Patch, Value My Color. Kinda like it. I'll keep it. Alright. Turn 1, play the Forest, play the Value My Color. Hey, Magebane Lizard. Alright. I like it. Let's go starting town. We'll go Paw Patch. Back. Alright, let's pop him. We'll take some damage, no big deal. But your creature is now off the table. You're doing everything. Oh yeah? You having a good time over there, buddy? I'm sure Mr. Allen is very appreciative. Play the Keynote Curator. Take a damage to play it, unfortunately. But the Value My Color gets bigger. You hit for 4. Mountain, good. Scorching shot. Alright, he's out of there. Hey, there's a third land. Perfect. We're gonna play that. We're gonna play Surok. That way we can draw cards when they try to remove our creatures. Always, but especially dirty weekend. Yeah, I can kind of imagine. You can see Mr. Allen having issues with certain staff. First strike during your turn, when opponent draws a card, deals 1 damage to him. Okay, well, let's do this then. Yeah, we'll take some damage. But we'll also get rid of that Razor Kid. Ooh, I like that. Alright, attack. Down to 4. Gotta do something this turn. And I happen to have a Snakeskin Veil at the ready. Oh look! This was an Izzet deck the whole time. We just didn't know. Ooh. That makes that Magebane Lizard a lot better. Stomping Ground. It'll come in tapped. I don't worry about that too much. Legendary God, Lizard, alright. Block there, block there. Alright. Punch them both. Resolve. Goes back as a land. And we will play Scrap Shooter. No gift. Four health. Let's see what you got. Even if they clear my entire board, I can still win next turn with the Screaming Nemesis and the Snakeskin Veil. Ursa, okay. Draw 2, or draw 1. And a Screaming Nemesis, okay. Yeah, I didn't think so. Alright, my turn. Yeah, good game. Pop, pop, pop. Yeah, that's GG. Playing against all different kinds of Izzet decks tonight. Izzet seems to be like the flavor of the week. I'll just say I'm especially grateful for Bleach and cigarette breaks. Yeah, I imagine. Let's see where we're at currently. Shocking Sharpshooter. Okay. Let's see here. Let's review where we're sitting at with our record. Okay, so we are at 31 and 25, which is a 55% win rate. That's pretty decent, honestly. Like, at that percentage win rate, I would say that it puts us at least in a tier 2 deck. That's not bad, honestly. So, 31 and 25. Let's see exactly how many more games we need to play before we get to 60. 31 and 25. 56. Okay, so we need to play 4 more games. So we'll do that. We are already well past our game wins for the week. Okay, opponent goes first. We have 3 lands. Hired Claw, Paw Patch, Valley My Collar, and Frenzied Baloth. Very cool. Not the best lands to have, though, unfortunately. It would be great if I had 1 forest. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to play the Thornspire first to play the Hired Claw and hope to draw a forest on turn 2, so they play the Frenzy Baloth. Bean, you're stopping anything. Chill out. Yeah, we're gonna hope for a green mana source. I really like the Restless Ridgelines, but you really hate seeing them in your opening hand. That is a malicious ass name. Our opponent's name is Free Candy Van. That's just nasty. Sterling Gorthound, okay. Alright. Thornspire, Red Claw. Okay, get the second Endless Shrine. The Voice of Victim. Take damage. Oh, starting town. Okay, that actually works out. So now we can play Valley Might Caller. Still have mana available for the Burst Lightning. Do they block? You abduct nerds with a van. This is free dice. You know what? That would get me. That would absolutely get me. Okay, looks like they're not blocking. Take the hit. Yeah, this is very possibly the raised pass deck. I actually played against this in paper the other day. Yeah, I ain't blocking any of that. Come on now. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. We're just gonna move on to the next game. We know exactly where this is going. We are not winning this one. Gotta know when to hold them and know when to fold them. Honestly, even if you don't play D&D, getting access to dice is just awesome. I love having extra dice just laying around. Shademore put out a video today on this deck. Yeah, content creators definitely do, what's the term? Direct the flow of ladder. When you see a fancy deck show up from your favorite content creator, it definitely will start flooding the ladder. Okay, let's go Thornspire Verge. Unfortunate for no turn 1 play, but we do have 3 Keen-Eyed Curators, which would be great if our opponent's playing Vivi. So let's go for the first one. Oh yeah. Not doing anything, huh? Alright, let's swing. Attack for 3. Do you want to bounce my creature? Yeah, it does. Okay, it's bounced. Play it again. And we are also stuck on 2 land, which really sucks. Especially with this hand that I'm staring at. Because this is a very good hand, but I can't play most of what I'm playing here. I really need to draw some land. Oh, you sacrifice the cauldron to deal with that. Interesting choice. Guess I'll just play one of my other two. There you go. Oh, they don't have to. I'm happy to have them here just enjoying what we're doing. It is a nice choice, a nice thought though. Alright, Stomping Ground. This can come in, we're going to pay the 2 life for it. And then we are going to attack for 3. Oh shoot, why are we attacking? That's a 4-5 now. Oh, they took the bait anyways. Alright, let's play. Let's see here. Now we're just gonna have to eliminate a lot of cards from their graveyard there. But we're gonna wait until they do something now. And they could have totally blocked my Keen-Eyed Curator there. They had no idea. Okay, so let's go ahead and start activating. We're going to get rid of the land. And we're also going to get rid of the artifact. That way they don't get the double attack. Steam Core Scholar. Man, they are going off. They're going to get an additional +2 counters. Yep, even bigger. Yep, no block. Take the 6. Alright. Wow, this really sucks. Alright, well, let's go and play the Keen-Eyed Curator again. And play another Hired Claw. No attacks, end the turn. Man, the Izzet deck is just so damn good. Just don't donate because I think the sickening amount of it goes right to YouTube. I say about 40%. Wow. Oh. So dumb. And we're sitting here with no removal whatsoever. No reach creatures. I think this is just over. Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and block that. We'll take the 3. Or 5, actually. God, this creature's getting so big. Here. Deal with that. It's not like we're doing anything else this game anyways. Here, and we're going to just exile 2 cards from their graveyard. And then we're going to hit the concede button because this is not going our way at all. GG. Man, that sucked. That sucked a whole lot. Yeah, I did not like that game. Let's play another. Yeah, I believe if a person donates to a stream or gives like a super thanks or something like that, I believe YouTube takes, I believe, about 40% of the donation, which is about average. I mean, most other platforms do that, if not worse. Well, we got 2 creatures. We'll keep it. Okay, that's decent. Let's go Forest into Valley Might Caller. Okay, we're gotten a white opponent, which is awesome. Which means we don't have to worry too much about Izzet shenanigans. Attack for 1. Oh, well, that's cool too. GG. Okay, it's a mono white caretaker stack. Yeah, we know this deck. Alright, let's go 3. We'll go Surrock. Pass the turn. Another caretaker's talent. Okay. Well, that sucks. Let's go and play the Soulstone Sanctuary. Actually, no. Yeah, we'll play Soulstone. Attack. See how they choose to block. That's what I was hoping for. There you go. Deal with it. Carrot cake. Alright, make another little dude. Mono White loves their tokens. Wanna sacrifice the carrot cake? Maybe? I don't know. Okay, it is exiled. Alright, let's go Forest, and then we'll go ahead and attack. See what you do about it. Little guy. Yeah. Draw all the cards you can. So this is a prime example of a deck that I would love to be playing Mill against. But the problem there is, whenever you play against Mill, you never get paired up against into this. I believe every game I've played that every game I've played while playing Mill, I've never been paired against this deck a single time. Do you have anything to do at the end of your turn? I think so. River, get off the door. You're being weird. Chill. Salted Sunborn, Flying Lifelink. Say warping in? One or more tokens would be created. Oh, jeez. That's a pretty good combo, I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty good. Draw cards. Yeah, look at them. They're already down to 39 cards versus my 47. That's obscene. Alright. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. We have 6 tokens. That's nasty. So well. And next turn, they can play their Virtue of Loyalty. So, let's just blast them. And we use the Keen-Eyed Curator to get rid of the Carrot Cake. Not that that really matters at this point. Let's see. What do I have in my graveyard? Yeah, just 2 instants. That's not really quite good enough. Oh, might as well swing on in while we still can. Alright, block like that. We'll take 1. Potential of 2, 3, 4 with a lightning strike. No, I really don't think we're going to win this game. Yeah, I'm trying to blast, but I just don't have the blasting tools. Yep. Yeah, they're all 4-3s now. So that's game. GG. Yeah, I think that's what the other mono white player was trying to do. That person actually got to do it. Javen the Mighty, huh? Okay. Alright, Opponent goes first. Valley Might Caller, Keen-Eyed Curator, and Frenzied Baloth. And a Burst Lightning. It seems pretty decent. So we can do Starting Town and Stomping Ground early for the Valley Might Caller and the Keen-Eyed Curator. Yeah. We'll keep it. Gorehound, alright. Well, let's go ahead and do Starting Town first turn. Play the Valley Might Caller. Auto pay. We'll do the Keen-Eyed Curator on 2, and the double Paw Patch on 3, provided the Valley Might Caller is still alive at that point. Oh look, it's this deck again. How cute. Yep. Alright, let's go ahead and do the Stomping Ground. Pay the 2 life for it. Play the Keen-Eyed Curator. No attacks. Vengeful Blood Witch. Even better. Alright. And an Infestation Sage. How you like that? All they need now is their Sephiroth. Yep. That's a pretty good curve. Not gonna lie. Pretty good. Yep. Mm-hmm. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, 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 ow. Stop it. You jerk. Alright, let's go here. We're gonna go Burst Lightning. Blast that. Yep. Do the damage. Resolve. And I'm going to go next. No attacks, end turn. We are way too low health. Okay, so now they're going to try to cast... Oh, no, I was going to assume that they're going to try to cast... Raise the Past. So let's do this real quick. Get rid of that Vengeful Blood Witch. Alright. The Zealot. How cute. Right, no attacks, that's awesome. Let's go and play the Stomping Ground. Has to come into play tapped, unfortunately. Got one creature in their graveyard, so I think now is a great time to play the Paw Patch. Doubled down. And then next turn we can play the Ouroboros. Valley Might Caller is going to get a little bit bigger for each of those that come into play. That's awesome. I like this series. Playing 100 games every 20, making changes. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, because I was kind of like workshopping this idea in one of the Discords I hang out in. Because like, you don't really see a whole lot of people spending a lot of time on a single deck. You tend to see them just playing one deck for like a day and then moving on, and then playing another deck for a day and then moving on. So there's not really a whole lot of like time spent on a single deck. But I like this 100 games idea because it really gives me an in-depth knowledge with a single deck. So you can kind of like pick apart like what a deck will actually do. Okay, Alright, here comes the Ouroboros. Yeah, you're not really... You don't have anything in your hand, so I think I'm safe enough to play this. Will you wake me up when you wake up aggressively? I want to go to the gym before... Yeah, sure. I'll wake you up before I get up in the morning. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. I will attack with just the Valley Might Collar. Alright, take some damage. Voice of victory. Okay. You can be victorious. Let's see if they choose to attack. Oh. They're attacking for 1. Okay. Alright. They have in their yard. I got 2 creatures still. So let's play a Surok. We'll still have 1 mana available. So we can pull 1 card out of their graveyard if they happen to start going crazy next turn. Okay. Let's attack. We're getting a little too close for comfort. Let's see. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 potential damage to attack with next turn. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 blockers. I should be able to survive next turn if I just attack with this. End turn. Getting a little dicey. Son of a bitch. Good game. Hell of a top deck. Hell of a top deck. Feeling like my whole day gets taken up when I go to the gym. Yeah, you're not wrong. Like, you really got to go to the gym before you do anything else. Because, like, otherwise you're going to be too tired to go to the gym after work. Gotta make that good butt. Yes, yeah, we need the good stuff for camping. Let's go again. That was actually a pretty decent game. That kind of had me on the edge of my seat a bit. Archaeomancer. Okay, Archaeomancer. Alright, we go first. We got a good curve, both of our colors. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to go Forest into Valley Might Collar. That'll get us the Keynote Curator on 2 and the double Paw Patch on 3. Yeah, me too. Authority of the Consoles. You're a dirty, dirty whore. Let's see. Let's go and play the Keynote Curator. Comes in, you gain a life. Attack for 2. Yeah, that really messes up my haste creatures, unfortunately. That's fine. Just gonna play that. Let's go double down here. Don't you dare have a counterspell. Yeah, counterspell. How unfortunate. I guess we're playing the Frenzy Bailoff next turn no matter what then. Especially if they're playing counterspells. Alright. Ridgeline. Bailoff. I mean, you can attempt to counter that if you want to. Alright, we're coming. Do you have a destroy spell? You probably have a destroy spell if you're holding a priority like that. Yeah, you do. Alright. I don't think that's necessary. Yeah. It can be destroyed. Let's go and activate this on the Might Caller. I like that. That's a good card. You got a Mass Destroy spell. You're kind of lacking the white currently. Should I have some cookies or keep on keeping with the quitting? I think you should balance your caloric budget to make it happen. It's like find areas where you can cut and still not be and still not have to like skip on having the things that you enjoy. This is the Laguna. Surveil one, then draw a card. Interesting choice. I don't think I've ever seen anyone else play that card. I think they're really lacking on the mana over here. I think they probably have a Mass Destroy spell in their hand, but they can't play it because they don't have the double white. Yeah, that's what I thought. That is what I thought. I get the edibles up, Calvin. Yeah. They should make edibles that are just like energy drinks. 0 calories, 0 sugar. I 100% agree with that. Alright, let's see where we're sitting right now. Okay, 5. 32 and 29. Okay, that is actually 61 games played. So we're sitting at 32 wins, 29 losses. So we're at 52%. So we've kind of hit a snag over the last few games that we've been playing. So we've lost a little bit of our win rate. But it's okay. We're still above 50%. So it would come to say that about now would be a good time to start making some changes to the deck. So let's go take a look at it. Zoo Gruul. Okay. So, what are some cards that are lacking for us? I would say, if anything, honestly, it's probably the Hired Claw. Because the Hired Claw isn't doing anything for the Valley Might Caller. And it doesn't really do enough in this deck. So, I would probably say that we might want to drop the Hired Claw in favor of more Valley Might Callers, more Keen-Eyed Curators, so that we can kind of like lean in to the Valley Might Callers synergies and bring in more like creature types that it cares about. So let's go ahead and drop the Hired Claws. We're going to add 1 Might Caller, 1 Keen-Eyed Curator. I'm thinking about adding a 4th Scrap Shooter, simply because it's just really good. So we can add a 4th Scrap Shooter, or we can add a 4th Baloth. We don't really have the issues with our mana anymore, so I think adding a 4th Baloth might actually be a good play. Okay, so we still have 8 1-drops to play, and 8 2-drops to play. 6, 7, 8, 9 3-drops, and 3 4-drops. So we're still curving out really well. And we still have access to our Burst Lightnings, our Lightning Strikes, our Screaming Nemesis. So I'm finding that we're moving cards around a lot less now, because we're finding what's working and finding what's not working. And honestly, all the cards that we have right now are really solid. So you got the Burst Lightning, you got the Lightning Strike. That's your reach right there. You got the Screaming Nemesis and the Frenzied Baloth for haste. You got Surrock, Baloth, and Paw Patch to punish your opponent for trying to dealing with your stuff. You got Snakeskin to punish as well. Or Boroid to give you the inevitability. Scrap Shooter for versatility. Keen-Eyed Curator to beat up Reanimator decks. And the Valley Might Caller just gets bigger and bigger the more stuff you play. So, Might Caller gets bigger when you play Paw Patch Recruit, when you play Keen-Eyed Curator, when you play Scrap Shooter. So it's going to get bigger based off of the things that you have already. So other than that, I'm not really seeing a whole lot that we can move around currently. So I think we're just going to leave it the way it is right now and play another round of games to see how well it does. But that is going to have to wait for another day because it's already 8 o'clock and I need to start winding down for bedtime. So, that being said, that's the deck that we're working with right now. We're going to play another 40-ish games over the next few days to round out this series and find out exactly where this deck is going to land. So, keep your eyes on the channel for the next few days to see when I go live next, and we will keep playing some games. So, for now, that's going to be it, and I thank you very much for spending this time with me. And you guys have a great night, and I will see you guys next time.